And I just look at this stuff. But best thing to do is not get on their roller coaster rides. Don't get on their carousel rides. Don't let them provoke. But basically, just like a fisherman sits there and baits a hook in order to determine what it wants to catch. Just cut the lines from them and walk away. Just sitting there and acting stupid. If they were dumb, then that would be a different story. If they were blind, then that would be a different story. If they were deaf, then that would be a different story. That's part of the reason why when I think about who has gotten what they got, I'm not impressed with what they got, because I know that what they got it out of deceiving people, out of taking unfair advantage of people, out of conning people, out of hoodwinking people. Out of violating people's rights to be given full disclosure of any and all conflicts of interest. And after forcing people to contract with who they don't want to contract with. After lying about schools being safe. It's not only schools, it's after lying about water being safe to drink. But because the ones that do it basically have lied about rat poisoning being safe to drink, to swoosh with, and have been adding rat poison to what is called water. I mean, so that's the reason why when they show that they caught a rapist, it's like, well, that didn't catch who that has it's just like when I walked in to talk to somebody, and over the phone, I listened to lie. Tell her I'm not here right now. And then somebody sitting there and just looking me in the face and lying to me. Things like, tell me it'll be all right, and I'm like, hell, it wasn't all right with me. Just more lying. I mean, there was a study that was done that showed that 30% of lawyers are addicted to cocaine. How do I know if whoever's in public office isn't addicted to cocaine? So what they do is they typically end up retaliating against somebody like me, because I brought up how a cop was slumped over in the employee parking lot from a drug overdose. That's just only one way I've been retaliated against. Another way I was retaliated against was for refusing to change a report. And I told the one with the keys to the government buildings that I don't have, no, I'm not changing the report. I think they're telling me the truth. And I was talking about the men and women that I had been talking to. And the real problem is that they're refusing to prosecute rapists. And that they're calling rape a sexual preference. Same ones are sitting there and cramming the missional laws onto people. And the Torah laws. And the Sharia laws and the Noahide laws and the other shit. Same ones that cherry pick Bible verses to their advantage. Like confess sins one upon another. And go into government buildings with keys to buildings that I don't have. That's what they're doing. Not even giving me copies of oaths of office, violating my right to be given full disclosure of any and all conflicts of interest. Same ones who've been violating state nepotism laws, same ones that have been violating, what do you call it, separation of powers clause, by having lawyers on top of every government corporation in America. Another example is of confessing of sins is intentionally imploding America from within. I'm sick and tired of them. And one of them sitting there and just smiling in my face. I don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out who it was that sent out stuff to basically defame me. And what it is they rely upon people's stupidity to blindly get something in the mail and think that what they're being told is the truth. Same thing with the ones that go into the government buildings called churches. I mean, I don't have to be a medical doctor or a nurse or a psychiatrist to know there's something wrong with somebody who slits his hand and drips blood into a glass and drinks it. I mean, that's gross. That's not what normal people would do. Normal people don't go up and hit somebody in the head and act dumb about hitting somebody and causing them to fall out of a wheelchair.